In a quiet little village, surrounded by dusty roads and green fields, there lived an old man named Rehmat Ali. He was 70 years old. His beard had turned white. His back was slightly bent, but there was something in his eyes, a glow that said, "I'm still alive and I still have purpose." His only son, Salim, worked in the city. Every time he came home, he would find his father working, fixing something, cleaning something, or walking toward the field. One morning, Salim lost his patience. He said, "Father, you're old now. You've worked your whole life. Please, rest. You don't need to do this anymore." Rehmat Ali looked at him, smiled gently, and said, "My son, a man doesn't grow old when his hair turns white. He grows old when he stops doing something." Salim didn't understand. He sighed, nodded, and left for the city. But that one sentence, "never stop doing something," wasn't just a line. It was a promise that Rehmat Ali had made to himself. The next morning, while the village still slept, Rehmat Ali picked up his old farming tool, the same tools he once used in his youth, and started walking toward a barren piece of land on the edge of the village. It was dead land, dry, cracked, forgotten by everyone. People had tried to grow crops there for years, but failed. When the villagers saw Rehmat Ali working there, they laughed. "Rehmat, you're too old for this. This land is cursed. Nothing grows there." But he just smiled and said, "Maybe the land is waiting for someone who won't give up." And then he started working. Day after day, he dug the soil, removed stones, and planted seed. The sun burned his skin, rain soaked his clothes, but every morning he came back. Sometimes alone, sometimes with only birds watching. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Slowly, that dry land began to change. Tiny green shoots appeared. And soon, the same land that was once called barren turned into a small, beautiful garden of life. The laughter of the villagers turned into silence. They couldn't believe it. They asked him, "How did you do this? You're 70 years old." Rehmat Ali just smiled again, wiped the sweat from his forehead, and said, "It wasn't my body that did it. It was my heart. Because when your heart refuses to stop, age becomes just a number." A few months later, Salim returned from the city. As he entered the village, he noticed something different. A sweet smell in the air, children playing near trees, and people talking about a miracle garden. He followed the sound of laughter. And there, beneath a tree full of fruits, sat his father, Rehmat Ali, smiling peacefully. Salim's eyes filled with tears. He ran to his father and hugged him tightly. "Father, I was wrong," he whispered. "I told you to rest. I thought your time was over. But you proved that as long as a man has will, his time never ends." Rehmat Ali smiled and said, "My son, remember this. When a man sits idle, he begins to die, not from age, but from within. But when he keeps doing something, life itself walks beside him." Years later, Rehmat Ali passed away peacefully. But the garden he built, it still stands. Every morning, the villagers walk past it. Children play under its shade. Birds sing from its branches. And every leaf seems to whisper his message. Never sit idle. Because when you keep moving, you don't just keep your body alive, you keep your spirit alive. And maybe that's the difference between living and existing. Some people breathe, but they're already dead inside. And some, like Rehmat Ali, keep doing, keep giving, keep living, even after they're gone. Now tell me something. Have you ever stopped trying because you thought, "It's too late for me"? Or has anyone ever told you, "You can't do it anymore"? If yes, then remember this story. Remember Rehmat Ali. And tell yourself, "It's not too late. I will start again." Because the day you stop doing something is the day you stop living. And the day you start again is the day life starts walking with you. Never sit idle, never give up, and never believe that your time has passed. Because your time is now.